All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always, man, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai, B'Hashem, HaKodash. Double is unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this late night lesson, I wanted to build off this precept here. We're pretty much going to this one precept. But before I do, I wanted to give a testimony as well of what I experienced this morning with a customer and a gas leak. Now, this morning when I made it to my first job, early morning job, customer requested early morning appointment. So I showed up and whatnot. And, I checked around, did my pre-inspection. And then I went to the meter to turn the gas on. And I saw that it was a gas leak. And so I told the customer, and she said, "Oh, yeah, we've been smelling gas for the longest." And then she said, even my neighbors, when they enter into my home, they also smell the gas. So I'm like, okay, this has been a lingering issue. Now, I didn't know how severe it was at the moment, but I can tell from the meter that, okay, this is somewhat of a good leak, so to speak, right? A bad leak, so to speak. And so I checked around, stove. Excuse me. I checked around the stove. Customer had a gas dryer, and it still was leaking. And then I went to the attic. Okay. I left the gas running, just to see if I can catch the leak anywhere. I went in the attic, sprayed the water heater down. Water heater was good. And then I made it to the furnace. Okay. And this customer gas line was right in front of the furnace. And I sprayed, and lo and behold, the leak was at the valve and the line. Somebody went up in the attic. Come to find out, it was the landlord or somebody he sent. They hand tightened this woman gas line. Okay. They hand tightened it. And so this woman has been smelling gas all this time because some idiot went up there and hand tightened the gas line to the furnace. Now, if you don't know what a furnace is or a heater, okay, it's that big AC unit that's in your attic, or maybe it's in the closet or in your garage. But when you turn the heat on, right, that thing flames up. Okay? It flames up. Now, I asked this customer, I said, "Did you use the heater during the winter?" She said, "No." And I told her, I said, "By the grace of God, you're lucky, right? Because if she would have turned that heater on, okay, while that gas leak was right there, bro, if she would have turned that heater on, that house would have been out of there, okay? Them people inside their home would have been out of there. Maybe the next door neighbor house would have been out of there, okay? But she didn't use the heater, bro. She got spared by the Most High, her and her family, okay? Because some days here in Houston, it got cold. And she got to turn the heat on, right? But she didn't turn her heat on once. If she would have turned her heat on while the gas was on, there was a great chance of that house blowing up. Okay? And her family being ultimately unalived from a gas leak that was caused by her landlord. Okay, a damn idiot who hand tightened her furnace gas line. And immediately in that moment, I thought about this scripture right here. Here in Psalms 39 and the 13th verse, right? And it says, "Oh, spare me, that I may recover strength before I go hence and be no more." We don't realize how much the Lord spares us, man. Okay? We really think about it, brother. We really don't understand how much the Lord spares us and show us great mercy, infinite mercy, bro, in our daily lives. We could easily be judged, right? Most High be justified. But we've been spared, man. If you can make it through the day, you got spared, bro. One day. I'm talking one day. 1 hour you spared, bro. A lot can happen in 10 minutes. A lot can happen in 4 minutes. Okay? You can unalive somebody in 4 minutes with a chokehold. It takes 4 minutes to unalive them, bro. So we really don't understand, truly understand how much we're being spared and show mercy, man. But it's great. We know it's there, so we know the Most High is showing us love, man. Okay, but also wrath come from the Most High, right? He judges. But man, I thought about this scripture, bro. Here in Psalms 39 and 13, "Oh, spare me, that I may recover strength before I go hence and be no more." Most High spared that family from using that heater, man. From smelling gas all that time inside her home. Okay. But some stopped her from turning the heater on during the winter. She said, "No, I didn't use it." No. No particular reason, she just did not use the heater. I guess they had some other form of warmth or whatever. But she said, "Yeah, I never thought about, turning the heater on. I was okay with it." I'm like, "Yeah, Most High spared you." But I told her in her face, I said, "God have mercy on you, because this could, so this could have went bad, okay?" And for me as well, because I got to cycle a heater, okay, but I didn't cycle that heater though. I didn't. I just fixed that leak back, I fixed it, I did my leak test, sprayed it down, make sure it was good, man. But yeah, brother, hey, we are being spared, man. Okay. And so they've been on my spirit all morning, even until now. Just thinking about how the Most High is sparing us, man. The water how about I was shot, bro, because it could easily go left at any time. Okay. It could easily go left, but we're all been upheld and spared by the Most High Yahweh, by Shemel Rashai. So be thankful. Continue to walk in fear. Continue to pray. Keep your soul humble, man. All right? Keep that fire. Keep pushing. And sooner or later, we'll be up out of here, man. Lord willing, But I pray that was edifying, man. Shalom.